What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm Martin the Goat. Today we are almost on one of the last days of working on the VQ S13. So today we have all of our fluids right here. We have our coolant, we have the Redline 7590 that we're going to be using for the diff, we have MT90 that we're using for trans, we have brake fluid for the brakes and the clutch, and then we have our ATF that's going to be used for the power steering. So today we're going to be adding all the fluids in. We're going to be bleeding and burping everything. Hopefully the coolant doesn't take forever to burp, because if you guys have a G or a Z, any VQ motor, you guys know that burping coolant in these cars is a pain in the butt. It is horrible. It takes forever, and you gotta do all these things like jack up the front of the car, have your heater on full blast, open the heater core valve in the back, and I don't have heater and I don't have a heater core valve, so we're just gonna put the fluid in, try to burp it as best as we can. And I deleted a whole bunch of the coolant lines, so you guys see I have the hose right here that goes into the radiator, I have the pipe that goes all the way back, and then all I have is from the thermostat down to the radiator, and the line that goes from the thermostat down and around to the oil cooler. That is all I have. So typically you also have another hose that goes here, another one here, another one here, another one back there somewhere, and another one that goes like up to the throttle body. They loop all the way around. I deleted everything. We don't need all that stuff. So hopefully burping coolant is not that bad, even though I know it's gonna be pretty bad, but hopefully it's not that bad. But yeah, the homie Aaron's gonna be pulling up in a little bit. He's gonna help me bleed the brakes and bleed the clutch. Today should be a good day, hopefully. The goal is to have the car on the ground by the end of today or tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully we can get that done, and then after this we just gotta go get the exhaust made and get the alignment done, and we're good to go. So I started to add coolant, and right as soon as I start adding it, I noticed that I was leaking coolant like crazy out of the water inlet right here. We had blocked it off with this block off plate. I don't know if I ever showed you guys this, but yeah, we blocked it off and it was leaking like crazy. Bad gasket. So homie Aaron came through. He brought some RTV. We're just gonna RTV that up, and then he's gonna help me bleed the brakes and pretty much everything. Yeah, pretty much everything. Let's go ahead and get that blocked off. Not blocked off, but get that sealed up, and we'll put the block off plate back on. So we added the RTV down there. We're letting it dry up right now. We're gonna go ahead and bleed the clutch, because the clutch and the brakes are the two main things that I want done today, since I have Aaron's help. Everything else I can get done tomorrow on my own, but for the brakes and clutch I'm gonna need the two people. So we're gonna go ahead and knock that out right now, and then we'll continue with some other stuff.
Yeah, that feels way better.
Hell yeah, it does, huh?
Yeah, okay, I'm holding.
All right. Oh shit.
Spit everywhere?
That squirted out. Yeah. All right, closed.
Holding. There. Goes. Now it's hard as fuck.
That's what she said.
Damn.
There. That's what I should
So yesterday I left off when we were burping my coolant system. It's the next day now, of course, and we're gonna continue burping the coolant. We did find an issue that we had going on. So back here where my fuel pump goes, you know, they have this O-ring around there. I was leaking a whole bunch of fuel from there while my car was running, so we had to stop the car. Of course, we didn't want to have more fuel leaking out of there. Luckily, I still had my old O-ring but it had expanded. The reason why I had taken it off and replaced it was because it had expanded. Aaron told me, I don't know if it's gonna work, but try putting it in the freezer overnight. It might shrink. So this is it. I put it in the freezer overnight, and I can visibly see it did shrink. So we're gonna go ahead and try and put it on right now. Hopefully it fits and we can just pop the fuel pump back on and that doesn't leak anymore. We did get everything else done. So the transmission fluid is good, diff fluid is good, power steering is done, clutch and brakes are done. All we need to do is finish burping the coolant. So we should be good with that today. We were having issues yesterday where the thermostat wasn't opening up. Hopefully today, once we have it running all the way through, it does open up, and if it doesn't, then I guess I'm gonna have to go get a new thermostat. That one is a Mishimoto, so I'll probably end up contacting them and see if they can send me a replacement. Hopefully it does open so we can get the car on the road today. I don't want to keep waiting, but yeah, let's get right into working. All right guys, so I just got putting the rubber seal back on the fuel pump, and so you guys know, putting that seal in the freezer overnight definitely shrunk it, and it's amazing. It definitely shrunk right to the OEM size. It fit perfectly on there, and I just threw the fuel pump top back on, put the hoses back on, and that's all good to go now. I did notice there's like a slight little crack in the hose right here, so I was gonna turn the car on and monitor this just to make sure that it's not leaking through that hose. Hopefully it's not. It is very small, so hopefully that's not leaking. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the car right now, check that, make sure it's good, and if it is, we're gonna go ahead and start the burping process one more time. Take two. So update on the burping process. I've had it burping for about 20-25 minutes. I know VQ burping takes a very long time, but I had already reached operating temp, and thermostat still has not opened. Hose is still completely cold. The coolant in here rose all the way to the top. That's why I just decided to shut it off for a minute, let it cool down just a little bit, have it drink some of that coolant down, and then keep trying again. Like I said, this hose is still completely cold. If it stays cold, what I'll do is I'll probably just remove the thermostat and, you know, just leave the housing in there. I'll probably just run it that way. It's going to be a drift car. It's not going to be driven much on the street anyway, so it won't really make much of a difference if I have the you know, the thermostat in or not. I could run it without it, won't be a problem, but I am trying to run it with the thermostat if possible. So I'm gonna just let it sit for a couple minutes, and then I'll start it back up and we'll keep trying to burp it. In the meantime, I'm gonna go grab my G stocks and I'm gonna go ahead and throw these on. Oh, I need a spacer. Guys, I need an itsy bitsy spacer. So, I guess I can't fit these on right now. Actually, I'm gonna try to fit the other rears on, because these are 7.5 with a 30 offset. I have some that are 8 wide with a 40 offset. I don't know if they will fit, but let's try those. Okay, so I put the other wheels on and these do fit. These are without spacers. I'm gonna run different wheels up front anyway, so I don't know if I'm gonna need spacers yet or not, but I do have 2 different mismatched wheels in the front, just because I do have a matching pair of these, but the other pair has a bad tire, so it's mismatched. The rears are matched for now, but I haven't even mounted those up. They're on there, they're installed, but you know, I haven't tightened them up or anything. But guys, check out how much angle we got with these modified knuckles and LCAs. Oh my god, look at that. That is such a beautiful sight to see. So this thing definitely is gonna rip. It's gonna be real fun once it's all done and ready to go. The car's been sitting right now for, I want to say, like 30 minutes. I'm probably gonna just go ahead and take the thermostat off just so I can get it burped today. You know, enough with the headache. I'm gonna contact Mishimoto and tell them that the thermostat they sent me is bad, and hopefully they send me a replacement. If not, I want my money back. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the thermostat off, and then we'll do this one more time. All right, so I took the thermostat off. If you guys don't know how to take this off, it's super simple. You just unbolt the housing, and then there's one screw there, undo those two, pops right out. That's all it is. So I'm pretty sure this is not opening. I'll probably put it in boiling water later today just to double check it, but that hose was staying cold, so I'm pretty sure it wasn't opening. I'm gonna go ahead and try to burp it one more time with no thermostat in it. Hopefully this time around it works and we can get this car on the ground. So let's give it one more shot. But now that I took the thermostat off, the thermostat hose is getting hot. Ooh, that's hot. It is burping. All the hoses are hot right now. It's at about 185 degrees right now. Operating temp, normal operating temp, it's about 195, 200. Fans come on at about 205. My fans are wired to a switch, so I flip those on and off whenever I want. I'm gonna let it run for about 30 more minutes. Wait for it to burp all the way. Seems like it's doing okay right now, so that's awesome. Hopefully it does burp all the way and we can put the car on the ground today. And hopefully take it around the block real quick. So I was burping the coolant. Everything was going good. The hose was hot. Everything was flowing all the way through. I went to go flip the switch on because it was like at 206 degrees, right around there. And my fans don't come on. And now I'm trying to figure out why my fans are not coming on. I'm testing with a multimeter. Everything looks okay. The only thing I was thinking was that before I had the fans grounded right down there, right here. And when I took off this thermostat hose, a whole bunch of coolant spilled all over the ground wire. So I'm like, okay, maybe that messed it up. So I took the ground off, I cleaned it up, dried it up, and then I rerouted the ground down here. Still nothing. You know, I was in the process of burping it. We were getting there, and now my fans don't turn on, and I don't want the car overheating. So yeah, now it's another setback, but it's a minor one. I just can't figure out why this is happening. Yes, sir. Take 3. It's been going for about 45 minutes now. I don't see any more bubbles coming out. The fans work amazing. So I turned them on when it gets to about 210, and within like 20 seconds they're down to like 180, 175. They work so good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off right now. Just gonna monitor this real quick, make sure it doesn't drink it all down. But I think it's ready, guys. Holy shit. I think it's ready. I like cleaned up most of the stuff that was up on the roof because I'm ready to drop this car, put it on the floor, and at least drive it out of the driveway at least and right back in. Because, you know, there's still no interior. I don't even have a seat in there. Is this really gonna be the final day with the car on jack stands? This is crazy. I can't believe we have made it this far. This is so awesome. It looks like it's not drinking any more down, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the stopper on here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this stuff off, cap up the radiator, get the car on the ground, and possibly drive it around the driveway. Really not gonna take it out on the street, but oh my god, this is crazy. I don't even know what to say right now. Oh my god, guys, this car is finally on the ground. I can't believe it. I think we made it. I think we made it. We're gonna pull this car just out of here, just into the driveway. Oh my god, I can't believe this. That's so awesome. I only drove it 20 feet, but that was awesome. So I for sure still gotta bleed my power steering because my steering is stiff as hell right now. There is yeah, my steering is, yeah, definitely still gotta bleed my power steering. Oh my god, I can't believe this though. And for some reason it won't go into first gear. I'm not sure why. I don't know if my shifter relocator is on wrong. It goes into second fine. Whoops. It's so hard to drive without a seat. car forward or backward. Can't do shit because I don't have throttle. I messaged Hexa Garage, so I'm gonna see what he says. I have seen a lot of people on the VQ swap pages having the same issue where they don't have throttle. So I'll figure it out. I'll see what's going on. It's just weird how I had enough throttle to pull out. Once I got there, no more throttle. So it's all right. I'll get that figured out, but I'm gonna go ahead and close the video out right here. Super excited that we got at least this far. The car's on the ground and it moved under its own power. That's so freaking awesome. But thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned. So many awesome videos coming up. Catch you guys in the next video, guys. Peace out.